Hey, I'm Tim, and I taste gin. Today we've got this really interesting sea lovers gin. It's a bit special, this one. It's made with oyster shell, kelp, and rosemary, so I'm going to give it a go. Always love that sound. I'm going to try this glass for the tasting, and just straight, not even any ice today. One nip. Well, on the first drink, that minerality comes through. You can taste those oyster shells, a bit of the depth of the kelp, and then the regular gin comes through. So it's quite a special taste, that one, really. It's very bright, it gets attention, and I like that. I don't think this is your everyday gin. This is not the one you just leave on standard pour. That said, it could be very good with a boozy cocktail, maybe a dirty martini or something like that. I think that dryness and that minerality would mix well with a bit of olive juice. So that's a thumbs up from me. Now I'm going to try it. The way they recommend it is with soda. I've got a piece of ice here that I organised earlier. I like a square one because it's much easier to drink with. They recommend it with a bit of lime. Here's some I prepared earlier. They suggest with rosemary. Here's some from earlier. Now I'll just cut a piece of that. Pop that in there, down by the ice side. We will have one nip to start. And I do about that height again with the soda. Now it's nice and strong. This is a tasting gin. This is not a gin serve in a bar. Well, that soda gives it legs and it opens it up a bit. Obviously the rosemary is pretty potent in there. I'm just going to take that out and see what's in the gin naturally itself. It's very good. Very good. Again, it stays bright. It's definitely the taste of sea in there. Tastes a little bit like you're hanging out on an old wharf or maybe sitting on the rocks with your feet in the sea. But it's a real citrusiness coming through, not just from the lime that's in there. Obviously the juniper is ever present and it smells really fresh. It tastes very fresh. And underlying that, a spicy hint, probably from the cardamom that's in there. That's good. That's a good gin, that one. So how are you going to drink this gin? Well, I agree with it. Sea Lovers is right. That is one that you can keep on your boat or at your cafe beside the sea. It's hard to describe the flavour without saying minerally over and over again. And that's from the shells. The botanicals are very fresh. You can tell that's literally leaping out of there. I did enjoy it on its own, but the soda opened it up in a way that let you appreciate it fully. So that is my preferred way to drink it. Now it's got some Hawke's Bay lime in there, so you don't need to even add lime. I normally just drink straight gin and soda with ice. I put very little and very little adornment. Normally I taste the gin, like I did here, without any of that. And this really stands up. This is a special occasion gin. This is something you toast with. It's not your everyday pour. Anyway, I'm going to finish this. Au revoir.